day, everyone. Lorraine here, and today we're going to talk about the art history or the art movements. So, what is really art? Art is, in short term, is the humanity's visual record. On the other hand, styles of art by era is called art movements. So, the first type of art is the prehistoric art. It is from 30,000 to 3000 BCE or before Christ era. So it is known as the earliest form of art. The example arts are cave paintings, carvings, small figurines that is created by the early humans. The meaning of cave painting is it is symbolizes hunting rituals or acts of survivals. Small sculptures such as the Venus Willendorf, as you can see, were believed to be fertility symbols. So it is worship for someone or the family that wants to have a baby or something like that. And then structures like the Stonehenge revealed early human attempts of art, architecture, and astronomy. So as you can see, and then it really represents symbolizes the earliest form of architecture. Second form of art is the ancient art. It ranges from 3000 BCE or before Christ era to 400 CE, 400 Christ era. Civilizations like Egypt, Greece, and Rome advanced art as a tool of religion or for religion rather. Egyptian arts was symbolic, rigid, and focused on the afterlife. Like for the example, pyramids, tombs, and paintings. Meanwhile, Greek art celebrated harmony and human perfection. Sculptures like Discobolus and temples like Pantheon embodied balance and proportion. On the other hand, Roman art was practical and realistic, excelling architecture, aqueducts, and Colosseum, portraiture, and mosaics. And lastly, ancient art glorified gods, rulers, and the human body while advancing realism and architecture.
So, hi everyone, Jillian Carril here, and I'm going to discuss the medieval art period and the Renaissance period. So, first, let's talk about medieval art period, which lasted around 400 to 1400 Common Era. The medieval art period is also known as the Middle Ages. The art in this period in this era was mainly focused on religion and Christianity. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Europe became chaotic or unstable. There were wars, invasion, fear, and puberty. So, because of this, many people turned into religion, especially Christianity, for hope, comfort, and guidance. So, some of the example includes the Byzantine art. It is flat, a golden mosaic of religious icons. Another one is the Romanesque art. It is thick, heavy churches with rounded arches and biblical frescoes. And the Gothic art. It is soaring cathedrals with stained glass window. Some of the example is the Notre Dame. So in summary, medieval art is not about beauty, but it's about teaching about faith, about guiding people toward God. Next came is the Renaissance period, which lasted around 1400 to 1600. It is also known as the rebirth of the classical learning. So this time, artists began to focus on humanism, science, and realism. They studied about like anatomy and perspective to make their artwork more lifelike. So one of the famous artists in this period is Leonardo da Vinci, and his artwork is Mona Lisa. It captures mystery and realism. And then the other one is Michelangelo's David. It symbolizes human strength and perfection. And then lastly is the Raphael School of Athens. It united philosophy, science, and art. So in summary, Renaissance art was a balance of beauty, intellect, and innovation, reflecting a new vision of humanity.
So hi everyone, I will be talking about the Baroque and Neoclassicism. So let's start with the Baroque period, which lasted in 1600s to 1750. Baroque art is known for being dramatic and full of emotion. One example is the Caravaggio's use of dramatic lights and shadows, also known as chiaroscuro, which created strong intensity and made his paintings look very realistic and powerful. During this time, art was made to impress people and to show the power of church and the kings. Next is Neoclassicism, which came after the Baroque period around 1750 to 1830. This style is inspired by the Greek and Roman art. Neoclassical art is more simple, calm, and focused on reason and moral values. A great example is the Jacques-Louis David's Ode of the Horatii, which shows loyalty, bravery, and duty.